Good morning, guys. Hello and welcome. Okay, good morning, everybody. Remember, guys, you need to turn on your cameras, otherwise it's like you are not in the session, okay? I know that today it's quite a difficult time, right? It's gonna be quite a difficult class because, as you already know, because of the power shortcut, right? So we are gonna try to work as normal as possible. I know that some of your classmates are not gonna be able to join us, and that is understandable, okay? But I do wanna say something. Since this is your education, this is your learning, my suggestion, okay, I have two suggestions for you. The first one, and I know that probably this suggestion, you may find it kind of difficult, kind of weird, is that if in your zone, in your area, let's say La Alborada, you won't have any power, you can use a backup plan to move to some friend's house, some aunt's house, some uncle's house, okay? I know that that suggestion might sound extreme because it's not that easy to move to another house, right? But remember that this is basically focused on your learning. The other suggestion is that since this is being recorded, right, you're going to have the video later, please check the class because this is an exceptional, this is not a normal situation. We were not prepared for this. I don't think that nobody was prepared for this. So even in this situation, we have to try to fix it, right? We have to fix it and we have to do something about it, okay? Not only with this, but that is how life works. And that is how life for us Ecuadorian works, okay? We have to try to move on, move around this weird and tacky situations, okay? Sugerencia uno, entendería que pueda sonar un poco extrema, un poco como que la misma no tiene conciencia, que se cree, lo entiendo totalmente. Es sugerencia, no es obligación. Que si continúan estos horarios, que de hecho no hay ni horarios definidos, entiendo, yo también estoy bastante molesta porque la verdad que vivimos en el país de nadie. Buscar una alternativa, ¿no? Buscar una alternativa de ir a la casa de un amigo, de un tío, de una tía, de alguien que en ese horario donde nosotros vamos a tener clases, pues si tenga luz y tenga obviamente servicio de internet, ¿no? Una vez más, estoy consciente de mi requerimiento. No es nada fácil, pero al ustedes ser los afectados, yo creería que podríamos buscar eso como una alternativa una vez más. Lo remarco, sé que es extrema y no es nada fácil. Alternativa 2, esta clase está siendo grabada. Pueden chequear no solamente qué se hizo durante la clase, sino en general el contenido, ¿sí? Porque, o sea, pónganse también, nadie estaba preparado para esta situación, ¿no? Y simplemente no hay una solución única y una mejor solución. La academia no puede decir, bueno, en la madrugada no hay clases, no hay cortes, entonces a la final ahí vamos a tener clases, porque no es así, ¿no? Entonces también hay que, nos ponemos de ambos lados, ¿no? So those are the situations that I want to tell you, okay? Right now, okay, so once again, I was speaking, I talked to the director of Academia de Idiomas on Wednesday, and he mentioned that he was watching the videos of the classes. And he told me about the students that are not turning on your cameras, okay? So please, I'm letting you this know. If somebody is right here in my class and his or her camera is on, I'm gonna have to remove that student. So please, Jorge Jara, Sandra Santín, Omar Tomalá, Franz Almache, Aldair, Cristel, I need that your cameras to be on. I saw your message, Andrea. So I saw your message, but anyway, that is the instruction, that is the direction that I received from Mr. Victor Almeida. I'm only telling you this because, once again, if you are not right here with your camera on, it's like you are not on my class, and equals you won't have the participation. Cristel. I have your hand up, Cristela. You are raising your hand. You want to tell me something?
Sí, Miss, disculpe. Lo que pasa es que yo estoy conectada con los datos desde el celular de mi papá. Entonces, si yo enciendo la cámara, automáticamente me va a sacar de la sala de Zoom. Entonces, yo le escribí por el chat directamente a usted si es que por ahora, hasta que regrese la luz, podía tener la cámara apagada, porque si no, en serio, o sea, no voy a poder prestar atención a nada de la clase.
Okay,
Solamente por ahora.
that is a valid reason. So please, as soon as the power, as soon as you have power again, so please turn on your camera, okay? I really appreciate for letting me know, Cristel. Thank you. Okay, guys. So let's start with the class. Okay, so right now I'm gonna pass the attendance, and after that I'm gonna check with this schedule who is the one that they are not supposed to be here because of the power outage, right? So right now I'm just gonna pass the attendance, and after that I'm gonna double check with the list that, I mean, this form that you previously filled. So let's start with the attendance. Let me check. Okay, guys, remember right here you have some good examples on how to tell me that you are there, right? No present, but you can go with here, you can go with hello, you can also go with good morning, you can also go with good with hi. Okay, so let's start with Janela Acosta.
Good morning, Miss.
Good morning, Janela, thank you. Franz Almache.
Good morning.
Good morning, Franz. Thank you. Okay, I think that Isabel text me. Okay, it's Isabel Almeida.
Miss, ella, bueno, no tiene el escrito.
Yes, I can see that it's coming back probably too. Okay. So, I'm gonna check this with the form later. Mónica Añasco.
Good morning, teacher.
Good morning, Mónica. Thank you. Judith Avilés. Judith Avilés. Diana Cañizares.
Good morning, Miss.
Good morning, Diana. Thank you. Elías Castillo. Elias Castillo. I think that Elias also texted me. So he was saying that he was also having issues. So I'm gonna check that later. Paulette Castillo. Paulette Castillo. She was here before. Juan Cedeño.
Good morning, Miss.
Good morning, Juan. Kevin Cruz.
Good morning, Miss.
Good morning, Kevin. Thank you. Nancy Cruz. She was also texting me. She was having issues. Okay, I'm gonna check on that later. Cristel Díaz.
Good morning, Miss.
Good morning, Cristel. Thank you. Melanie Guarco.
Morning, Miss.
Good morning, Melanie. Thank you. I think that you also text me. Okay. Jorge Jara.
Good morning, teacher.
Good morning, Jorge. I need to check. Did you get email that I sent to you on, I think, on Wednesday? Te envié un email.
Yes.
Okay, I need to check that. Okay, thank you. Álvaro Lara. Álvaro Lara. Okay, he texts me. Jessica Lima.
Good morning, teacher.
Good morning, Jessica. Thank you. Kenia Miño.
Good morning, teacher.
Good morning, Kenia. Andrea Molina.
Here.
Thank you, Andrea. Dayana Moreno. Dayana Moreno. George Núñez. George Núñez. Sí, ok. María de los Ángeles Parra.
Good morning, Miss.
Good morning, María de los Ángeles. Yes, Álvaro told me that. Axel Quito. Axel Quito. Elizabeth Ramírez.
Good morning, teacher.
Good morning, Elizabeth. Thank you. Byron Reyes. Byron Reyes. Cristel Saldarriaga.
Good morning, Miss.
Good morning, Cristel. Thank you. Helen Romo.
Good morning, teacher.
Good morning, Helen. Thank you. Gianna Sanchez.
Good morning, present.
Good morning, Gianna. Kevin Sanchez.
Good morning.
Good morning, Kevin. Camila Santa Cruz.
Hi, Miss.
Hi, Camila. Thank you. Sandra Santín.
Good morning, teacher. Present.
Good morning, Sandra. Thank you. Ricardo Sobrevilla. Ricardo Sobrevilla. Kevin Solís. Kevin Solís. Scarlett Takuri.
Good morning, teacher. Kevin Solís. Discúlpeme que se me bloqueó el micrófono, no sé.
Okay, Kevin,
Good
thank you
morning,
for
teacher.
letting me know.
Good
Scarlett.
morning, teacher.
Okay, thank you, Scarlett. Omar Tomalá.
Good morning, present.
Thank you, Omar. Daniela Vélez. Daniela Vélez. Yael Vera. Yael also was having issues.
Here, Miss.
Okay, thank you, Yael. Marcela Villegas.
Good morning, Miss.
Good morning, Marcela. Thank you. María Llagos.
Hi, teacher.
Hi, María. Thank you. Aldair Zambrano.
Hello, Miss.
Thank you, Aldair. And finally, Justin Zamora.
Present, Miss.
Thank you, Justin. Okay, guys. Once again, I need to double check this with this form. So do not worry if you see like some of your classmates, they don't have any of the attendance. Once again, if I do that right now, it's gonna take way too long, okay? So I'm doing in the traditional way, and after that, I'm gonna double check with the form that you previously filled. Okay, so Vélez. Okay, Daniela, are you there? Daniela Vélez? Okay, can you please speak up? Are you having issues with your internet connection as well? Daniela, I need to hear you. Can you please say here, present, good morning? Ah, okay. Probably it's some bug that you are experiencing. Okay. I hope that you can fix it. So, please, guys, double check your microphones because I don't want to hear, I don't want to go through the same situation that we went through on Sunday. So I'm going to be crystal clear with this, okay? Right here, this is a level that we have usually 40 students. So my duty, my task, my obligation as a teacher, it's giving you a free space. So this is a space where you won't be hearing cursing, like bad words, okay? Not violent language, okay? So I need that you guys check your microphone all the time because I don't want to go through that situation again, okay? Somos un aula con 40 alumnos. Mi deber como docente, como su profesora, es proveerles de un espacio seguro en donde no estén pasando por malos ratos. Insultos, malas palabras, lenguaje obsceno, violento, déjenlo para sus casas. Aquí no va a suceder eso. Por favor, chequen todo el tiempo sus micrófonos para que no suceda lo que sucedió el día domingo anterior. ¿Ok? Now, I think that Elizabeth Ramirez was joining the session. So let me... Okay, Elizabeth was here already. Okay, guys, so I have something, I know that we have this activity, right? I don't know how appropriate will be to do that activity because some of you are not right here. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna check if the two classmates are right here, okay? So if that is the situation, you guys are gonna go with the project, okay? Now, let me tell you something. Right here in your Moodle platform, I don't know if you guys noticed, but if you scroll down, you have the presentation, the instructions, and right here, you are gonna find the videos of the past two classes, okay? And of course, this is the section where you will find each of the videos of all of our classes. So you just click here. And you are gonna be taken to the YouTube channel of English Level 3R. So right here, you have Saturday's class, and right here, you have Sunday's class, okay? So feel free to check the video if you want to, probably you miss something about the instructions or about any other activities that we develop, okay? So the presentation that we are supposed to present today is this one right here. Okay, so according to this, you have to choose a celebrity, famous person, influencer, artist, or any person you admire. And you and your classmates have to describe that only one celebrity or person that you choose. You have to show us a presentation with visual aids, use vocabulary related to clothes, appearance, physical features. And my suggestion was to use present continuous tense, present tense, and past tense. So the presentation length, it's 3 to 5 minutes. I think that 3 to 5 minutes. According to this, 1 minute and 30 seconds minimum for a student. And in the case that we have a group of 3, that we have some cases, it's 4 to 6 minutes, okay? So this activity, it's considered as part of the grading category projects. Remember that we have 4 grading categories. Projects, we also have Alticia, class participation, and the final quiz, okay? So this activity right here, it's related to project. And right here, you have the oral rubric, which I'm gonna base my grading. This is basically a file, a document, I will say a tool that will allow me to have a good grading and not only, okay, look, I really like Maria Parra Flores. So because of that, I'm gonna give her a 10. No, it's not like that. This is gonna allow me to basically do things correctly, right? So right here, these are the areas of evaluation. The first one, it's gonna be the organization of the topic. So for example, you are gonna have the 2 points if you are well organized. If you include an introduction, if you include development, body development and conclusions, right? For example, if you start your presentation like, good morning, everybody. I am Andrea Rodriguez. I'm a student of economic faculty, right? And right now, I'm going to talk you about Barack Obama. So first, I'm going to talk about how he looks. He is wearing a black suit, blah, blah, blah. So you have a body, right? Now, the next area that I'm going to consider it's language usage and vocabulary, okay? How appropriate is your vocabulary with the level that you are currently on? Pronunciation and enunciation. How good are you with pronouncing the words, right? That is why my suggestion is not to just copy and paste, because if you copy and paste information from the internet, of course, you're gonna find some complex words, okay? So you need to write your own presentation so you can know the pronunciation of those words. Delivery of message and comfort level with language, that is the next area, and how original is your message, okay? So because we have 5 areas, each area is 2 points each, and that is how you're gonna get the 10 points. So right now, I'm gonna check if the first group, it's right here. So just let me check if Byron Reyes and Kevin Sanchez. Are you guys right here? I have Kevin Sanchez.
Yo creo que
Yes.
Byron no está.
Yes, I can see Byron right now.
Sí, ya ingresé, justo ahorita.
Okay, please do not forget your camera, Byron. So let me know, guys. It's Kevin going to share the screen or it's gonna do it Byron?
Kevin.
Kevin, okay. So Kevin, right now, I'm gonna set you as a co-host so you can share your screen, okay? So whenever you're ready, please, guys, let's start with this.
¿Pueden ver?
No yet, but I think that we are about to see your screen. Let's see. It says Kevin Sánchez ha iniciado el uso compartido de pantalla, but I'm still not able to see your screen. Kevin, can you please stop sharing and retry because I'm not able to see your screen. Kevin, puedes dejar de compartir y volver a intentar porque no inicia. Sale Kevin Sánchez ha iniciado el uso compartido de pantalla. No sé si sea la única que lo vea de esa manera.
Ahorita estoy viendo que envió algo al grupo Kevin Sánchez sobre que se le dañó la compu, creo. Se le hizo un pantallazo azul.
Okay, so I'm gonna skip. Thank you, Justin, for letting me know. Now, I'm gonna continue with the next group. So that will be Franz Almache and Scarlett Takuri. I think that both students are right here too.
Yes.
Okay, who's gonna share the screen?
I.
Okay. Okay, there you go.
Can you see? Yes.
Yes, I can see your screen.
Okay. We're going to talk about Will Smith. I want to talk about William Carlos Smith, or also known as Will Smith. He is an actor, rapper, and film producer. He was born on September 25 in 1968 in Pennsylvania, United States. Actually, he is 55 years old. His charisma and wit helped him move from rap music to a successful acting career. Smith in the past was given the nickname Prince Charming in high school, which he adapted to Fresh Princess, in order to reflect a more hip-hop song when he began his musical career. After his success with the Prince of Rap, he adventured in the world of cinema. Thanks to his charisma, intelligence, and versatility to act, he had several movies hits, such as I, Robot, Bad Boys, Focus, and one of his most recent adaptations to history of tennis, that is King Richards in 2021.
Yeah. Good morning. Now talking about his physical characteristic. No, talking about eso. Me cambiaste la diapositiva ya. Physical characteristic. He has 1 meter and 87 centimeters tall, and he thin. His edges are dark brown. His skin tone is dark. His hair is short and black. He has a beard and mustache. Ya. La otra diapositiva, por favor. Ya. Talking about his family, and he married Sarah Sambino in 1992. Their son William Carroll was born on November 11, and they divorced in 1995. He married actress Jada Corinne Pinkett on December 31. In 1997, they have 2 children, Jaden Christopher Smith and William Camille Smith. Thank you.
Okay, guys, thank you very much for your presentation. Okay, so you guys did it really good, but remember that this is mostly to give you my feedback, right? So you can get better. In the case of, let me check, Franz. So Franz, I only have like tiny suggestions, okay? So for example, the word focus, right? You kind of mispronounce it. So the right pronunciation is focus, okay? That is the only thing. And also the word musical, okay? It's musical, no musical, but musical. And in the case of Scarlett, when you were describing well, so the right pronunciation of this, it's hair, right? Hair. And these ones right here are eyes, right? Ojos, eyes. And the right pronunciation of the month is December, okay? December. But besides that, you did it amazingly, okay? So, Franz Almache, you have 2 in organization of topic, 2 in language usage, 2 in pronunciation and enunciation, 2 in delivery of the message, and 2 in how original was your content. In the case of Scarlett Takuri, okay. You have 2 also in organization of the topic. You have 2 in language usage. You have 1.5 in pronunciation. You have 2 in delivery of the message and 2 in originality. Okay, so you have 9.5. Thank you very much, guys. Let's continue with the next one. Álvaro Lara, I don't think that's right here, so I'm gonna skip it. Gianna Sanchez and Maria Llagos.
Yes, we are here. I'm
Okay.
gonna present.
Okay, I'm gonna set you as a co-host. Okay, Jana, so whenever you're ready, feel free to start with your presentation. Please, Justin, your camera. Helen, your camera.
Sure.
Kevin, Byron, George, your camera as well, please.
Yes, you can see my
Yes.
presentation.
Yes, correct.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. We are going to talk about Diana de Gales, a woman that we really admire. Now my partner Maria Llanos is going to talk about her.
Good morning, teacher.
Good morning.
Every my is Maria Llago. Our presentation is about Diana de Gales. How was Diana de Gales? Diana French Spencer, most called Diana de Gales, or Lady was British princess in activities. She was born on July 1, 1961, in Sandringham. Whose king in she's became famous because of his activity personally and supplemented. Also because of her look. She was very glamorous. Following. Siguiente. Allá. About his life before being famous, she was a member of the British Jewen if Sandringham, Niger royal family estate, daughter of John Spencer, eighth owner of Spencer de France. The French Roy. She was strongly affected by her divorce in 1970. Before she became famous, I did not study Hill academic book wax.
Oh, right there you have before she became famous, and you have he did not, but we are referring to a she, right? So it's
Yes,
she did
we
not.
made a mistake there.
Okay.
In the 1978, I know two loans where her live in with a flat neck and love several low place house in 1981. She becomes a main figure of among her very. Siguiente. After hunting mad, she becomes the French we of war was the French Carlos. Activity King Carlos, the French hope of King Isabel. Her wine wax of Julie. And is waxing big more the people in the world. She hand to Shirley in we in Guillermo and Enrique. By French, she writes a word and a book for wax to her. Those affect beacons and melt it. She was celebrated of her humanity work and for her support of the international campaign to one lightning. She, all her children and world people with wax la recommendation of involvement in the car and social integration of SIDA, but vaccine and her company told line nice.
Okay. I'm gonna stop you right now because if you remember, the instruction was to describe her, right? And it's like the physical appearance, how she was. And right now, you are using language too complex. And that is why you're having problems into pronouncing some of the words. So you don't have to do this any difficult. You just have to go, Diana Princess was a tall lady. She had blonde hair. She had blue eyes. She was like a skin, right? You don't have to go with all of these fancy words. That is what I told you. Don't make this complex, ¿verdad? Yo les pedí que hagan una descripción física de la apariencia. Y aquí hay lenguaje muy complejo, ¿verdad? Que básicamente está siendo muy difícil para poderlo pronunciar. Entonces, por favor, necesito que cuando se haga una presentación, se siga la instrucción, no porque yo lo digo, así es en el tema de cuando se hace un examen oral, por ejemplo, o cuando se hace un examen de writing, ¿verdad? Y en el examen de writing les dice, escribir 150 palabras sobre lo que hiciste la última Navidad, ¿verdad? Y ustedes tienen que escribir, en la última Navidad yo abrí regalos, tomé vino, comí pavo. Están cubriendo lo que se les pide. Si ustedes comienzan, la Navidad es una fiesta que se celebra en todas las familias cristianas, católicas, tiene su fecha desde antes de Cristo y recuerda la venida de Jesucristo. O sea, se están yendo del tema. Ustedes tienen que seguir lo que se llama el prompt, la instrucción. Y aquí no está pasando esto. ¿Ok? Entonces, por favor, continúen, pero tengan muy en cuenta lo que les estoy diciendo y se los estoy diciendo en español para que quede claro. Continue, please.
Okay, now it's my turn. More about Diana de Gales. Diana and Carlos separated in 1992 and later in 1996 they get divorced. People loved her very much for her charisma, empathy, and above all, for her way of being humble despite being a princess. Diana also assumed royal duties on behalf of Queen Elizabeth II, representing her on trips abroad. Humanitarian aid. She helped poor children in Africa. Was listed alongside personalities such as Nelson Mandela, the Dalai Lama, Mother Teresa of Calcutta, and also presided over first charitable foundations. She became involved in causes including SIDA patients, the elderly, and people with addictions, leprosy, and other health problems. More about her. She was a fashion icon, especially in the 1980s and 1990s. Always glamorous, in recognition of her effect as philanthropist, Stephen Lee, director of the Institute of Charity Fundraising Managers in the United Kingdom, say that her overall effect on charity is probably more significant than that of anyone else in the 20th century. She was a patron of charities and organizations that worked with the homeless, young people, drug addicts, and the elderly. Important roles and responsibilities. From 1989, she was president of Great Ormond Street Children's Hospital. She was boss of the Natural History Museum and president of the Royal Academy of Music. From 1984 to 1996, she was president of Bernardo's, a charity founded by Thomas John Bernardo in 2066 to care for vulnerable children and young people. In 1988, she became a patron of British Red Cross and supported its organization in other countries such as Australia and Canada. She broke many royal protocols. She was close to the people, and that is why she earned the affection of her people. She showed that clothing has no gender and everyone is free to impose their style. She died on August 31, 1997, in a mysterious traffic accident, causing an impact worldwide. Her legacy had a bigger impact on the royal family, British society, and the entire world. And about her appearance, I could say that she was a tall and attractive woman. She was blonde, and I really admired her. And I want to finish by a famous phrase of her. I give myself by the heart and not by the mind. Thank you.
Okay, guys. So you did not cover the topic that I told you to cover. You took 10 minutes into delivering the presentation when I told that the length has to be 3 to 5 minutes. So you didn't reach the length, you passed the length. So that is not what I was asking. And you talked about everything else but what I asked for, okay? So please do not take this in the bad way, because it's better to make this mistake now than do it in the speaking, in the oral quiz. That will be a problem. This is only an activity, okay? But let's be clear. If you have instructions, right? If you have instructions, not only that I told you, but those instructions are right here, you need to follow those instructions, right? I was clear. I told you what tenses you have to use. I also told you the length. I also mentioned what the topics you need to cover, right? So because of that, right here, you have all of this. Use vocabulary related to clothes, appearance, physical features, right? So please, you need to stick to that. let me tell you something. For example, in a speaking quiz, you could have the prompt. This is the name, prompt. Prompt is the same as instruction, right? You could have the instruction like, please talk to me about why did you choose the career that you are currently on, right? So if that is the prompt, that is the instruction, you have to say, well, I choose this career. Let's say that you are in human resources, right? Well, I choose human resources because I really like to share with people. I know how to talk to people. I feel like I have a connection with people. And I'm really empathic. So I think that this is the right area. So that is why I choose this career. And also because I have the influence of my mother, because she's a huge deal in human resources, okay? So you are just focusing on the instruction. But let's say that somebody asks you, hey, tell me about why did you choose this career? Well, Ecuador, I mean, I gotta say that life in Ecuador, it's pretty bad. I don't like it. I think that universities are doing a bad job, and you know, insecurity. And also right now with the power problems, you are going to a different topic, a totally different topic. So that will make the teacher, that will make a problem with the teacher, because I won't be able to evaluate what I was asking for. One of the, I want to say, the areas that the teacher is going to consider, it's basically if you are covering the topic that I asked for. And you have that right here in the rubrics. Delivery of message, right? So right here, it's like if you are accomplishing what I told you to cover. So if you are not accomplishing that, of course, you're not gonna have the 2 points, okay? I wanna make sure that you guys understand this, okay? Now, I have some, I wanna mention something. Remember that Guillermo and Enrique, those are the Spanish names, right? Those names are using Spanish, but the real names of Prince William and Harry are this: William for Guillermo and Harry for Enrique. And in English, we don't say Sida, we say AIDS, right? Well, also remember the pronunciation is Prince, Media. Diana also is in Spanish. In English, it's Diana, okay? So, Maria, in your case, in the first area, that is organization of the topic, you have 1. In the case of language use, you have 1, pronunciation 1, delivery of the message, you never deliver the message, so you have 0. And in the case of originality, you have 1, okay? Once again, guys, this is only one activity. Believe me, you are gonna do this better, you are gonna improve. So right now, I'm only telling this in terms that you can get better. Okay, so you, for example, in the oral quiz, believe me, you are gonna remember this and you are gonna do it better, okay? In the case of Jana, the first area, that is organization of the topic, it's 1, pronunciation, language usage 2, pronunciation 2, delivery of the message 0, and in originality 1, so you have 6, okay? So right now, we are only gonna do this with 2 more groups, okay? And after that, we are gonna do it tomorrow because I need to go on and move on with the class. So 2 more groups, and after that, we can continue with the class. Andrea. Hi, you wanna say something?
O sea, ahorita se me fue la luz en
Okay.
mi casa y yo
Okay.
tenía la presentación en la computadora y
Okay.
me conecté con el celular, entonces quería ver si podía exponer, pero como que sin diapositivas.
No, doesn't matter. Look, right now, we are just gonna go with 2 other groups, right? And after that, we are gonna stop because I need to move on with the content of the class, okay? So let's go with some other students and you can do your presentation tomorrow, okay?
Okay.
Okay, let me see. Okay, so Kevin, did you fix your problem?
Sí, ya mi compañero me dijo que iba a compartir igual, por si acaso
Okay.
me pasa.
Okay, so you are Kevin and Byron. Should I set Byron as a host? Byron, are you there?
Me dijo que sí iba a compartir, pero parece que... Ahí está.
Byron.
Sí, aquí estoy. Dame
Okay.
un segundo. Es que voy a compartir desde el teléfono porque yo también estoy sin luz.
Okay, do not worry. Okay, do not worry. You can do it later. So I don't want that you guys stress
Yo tengo
about
la
this.
computadora, pero no sé si
Teacher.
me pasa de nuevo.
Uh-huh.
Puedo compartirlo desde la computadora y si me pasa de nuevo ya.
Okay, I'm gonna set you as a host and just try to do it. Otherwise, we can go with a different group, okay? I can see your screen right now, Kevin. Okay, I don't know if you're speaking, but I cannot hear anybody speaking at this point. I think that, Kevin, are you speaking? I cannot hear you. Your microphone is off. It has been off the whole time. So you have to restart, okay? Because I was not able to hear anything.
Ok, ¿sí me escuchan ahí?
Yes.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. I'm going to talk about to describe to Lionel Messi. Okay, his full name is Lionel Andres Messi Cusitini. He is considered one of the best footballer in the world. He was born on June 24th, 1987 in Rosario, Argentina. Lionel Messi is married to Antonella Roccuzzo. They have 3 children. Okay. Messi has demonstrated extraordinary talent and skill and prowess on the pitch. Lionel Messi currently dominate the world of the football. His professional debut at the age 17 on October 16, 2004, when he played for FC Barcelona first team. Lionel Messi had a legendary career of FC Barcelona. He won numerous titles of awards during his time at the club, including multiple Ballon d'Or, and he is member of the Inter de Miami squad.
Hi, Messi recognizing beat many as the best in history, the best in football, and one of the best athletes of all time. He has won 43 titles, more than 50 individual titles in his career. He's the player with the most gold balls, one of the few to win a gold medal in the Olympic Games, World Cup. So that as one of the few to win a gold medal. The 10th League of Champions, a Spanish Super Cup, 7 Cup, the Real, and 4 UEFA Champions League titles. And Messi is a character behind and his great talent in total. He's playing 778 and gave a goal destroyed 303 assisted with the team. Furthermore, throughout his career, Messi, he's been a red individual awards as the gold ball and 7 occasions, the gold boot and 6 occasions. Next. Compañero, la siguiente.
Se bloqueó, no avanza.
Miss, ¿puedo seguir con la de ahí?
Ahí está.
Como para cerrar la exposición.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you to stop right now because you're doing the same. It's okay that you guys tell me all of these things, but look, it's already 3 minutes and you haven't mentioned one single thing about his appearance, right? So it's the same thing. So I'm gonna stop right now. So
Okay.
this is what we are gonna do because I don't want anybody, first of all, to have a bad grade. Remember, right here, I'm not to push you and to leave you, and so you cannot approve this level. No, that is not my task. My task is so you understand how you can achieve to be better in English, right? If right now you are level 1A, my duty is to get you to level A2. And do that, well, it's not an easy task, but first of all, you need to understand that not only in English, but in any language, we need to follow instructions, okay? So this is what we are gonna do, okay? Since right now we also have all of these problems with the power, what we are gonna do is that I'm gonna give you a link, right? And with this link, you can access to Flipgrid. I don't know if you're familiar with Flipgrid. So you are gonna, let's say you're gonna record your video in your own time, following the instructions that I have told you previously. We are gonna stop with this because this is the scenario that some of you are going through, right? And I don't want to you guys get a bad grade because you misunderstood the instruction. Okay, so this is what we are gonna do, and please listen carefully. I don't know if you're familiar with this platform. I know that the students that they have been with me before, I know that you guys are familiar with Flipgrid, right? In the case of Monica, in the case of Sandra, you guys are familiar with this, okay? So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna create a group. And right here in this platform, you guys are gonna upload your video. Okay, so give me a second so you can be crystal clear about this. Okay, so I'm gonna add a new topic and you're gonna go with my favorite celebrity, let's say person, because you can choose your mom if you want, okay? So right here, you're gonna have the instructions and I'm gonna go to the instructions that I told you previously. I'm gonna go with upload a video speaking about the appearance of your favorite person. Okay. You don't, at this point, I'm not gonna ask you to do a presentation with visual aids, but you have to describe his or her personal features. You have to describe how he or she is wearing. Let's say it's wearing. You go to Google and you said that you want to describe Lionel Messi, right? So let's say that you choose this picture right here, right? So you are gonna upload that picture. You're gonna upload it also with the video, right? Because you can upload a picture and you can also upload the video. So you're gonna say, Messi is wearing a soccer jersey and is striped with, let's say, with blue navy and white strips. He also have number 10 on his jersey. He has a beard. He has a tattoo on his, this is, yes, on his right arm, right? That's it. If you want to tell me that Messi is famous because he is the best soccer player of time, okay, but don't focus on that. Focus on the physical appearance. That is the topic, because those are the topics that right now we are checking on the unit that we are currently on. Okay, so you will have to do this and you will do it, do hour until today. It's Saturday, October 28th, and let's say until let's say okay. So I'm gonna probably write some other things right here, but basically what you will have to do is this. I'm sending you this. I'm sending you this, the link. Once you click into this link, you guys are gonna be able to go and to record yourself, right? You're gonna click into the record button and you are gonna record yourself. Right here, I forgot to add the minimum length, right? Right here, I told you to okay. Right here it says, let's go with no, let's go with 1 minute because you are already okay. So this other presentation that you guys developed, we are not gonna do it that anymore because we're gonna take way too much time if we continue doing this and you didn't get it in the first time. Helen.
Miss, ¿podemos exponer?
No, we are gonna do it in this way. We're gonna do it with the, I mean, you guys will have to upload the video, no presentations, because we're gonna take way too long and some of you did not get the right instructions. So this is the alternative that we are gonna do instead, okay?
Teacher,
Yes,
el trabajo, o sea, ya lo hacemos de forma individual.
correct.
Y solo se sube la foto y yo voy hablando.
Yes, correct, that's it. Physical
Yeah.
appearance, that's it. It's not a big deal. It's quite easy. So I don't know why some of you got confused. Probably was my mistake. I was not 100% clear about this, but I'm gonna try that this situation won't happen again, okay?
Okay.
Okay, I'm also gonna add the link right here in class resources. Just give me a minute until this. And well, when we are done with this, we are gonna start working with the units. So please, right now, open your Moodle platform because we are going to develop some activities that we need to move on, okay? Okay, there you got it.
Disculpe, esas indicaciones las encontramos en Alticia.
I'm sorry?
Disculpe, una pregunta. ¿Esas indicaciones las encontramos
In the
en qué parte? ¿En
Moodle.
Alticia?
In the Moodle. Alticia, it's a different platform. You find it right here in the Moodle. Idiomas.ucsg.edu.ec. Right here in the
Ahí
Moodle, you have it.
en nuestra
right-
plataforma.
Yes. Okay, guys. So right now, please, we are gonna start working with the remaining activities. So we were actually covering some appearance content, right? And that is why I told you to develop that activity. So we were on unit V, where we were checking present simple. Into the vocabulary section, we were checking describing people, appearance and personality. And into the pronunciation, we were about to cover the words ending with S and S. Okay, so let's keep working on that. In order to do that, you will have to access to your Moodle and right here on Unit 1B. We already developed some of these activities, right? So right now we are gonna develop the following ones, but this is hidden, so I need to make them available so you can see them. If you guys give me a second, I'm gonna do exactly that right now. Okay. Okay, I think that we are all set. And right now you are gonna able to see the remaining activities. So we already developed some of them, and we are gonna continue developing this part, this reading part, okay? So let's go with, once again, Unit 1B, Charlotte's Choice, a student book. You guys are gonna scroll down and you are going to click into activity 2B. Read the instruction and the first paragraph of the act. So right here, you're gonna have 2 attempts, right? You're gonna have the chance to try twice and you are gonna have 25 minutes. So let's see what is the activity about, okay? Take a look. Read the instructions and the first paragraph, not all the paragraph, only the first paragraph, okay? So let's see. George Nunez, can you please read this part? Okay, I'm gonna read this. Who knows you better, your mother or your best friend? So George, you are gonna read from in until help.
Yes, in your weekly experiment, single people who are looking for our partner ask their mother and their best friend to help. Continue.
No, that's it. Thank you very much, George.
Right.
Okay,
Sorry.
now the instruction says the first paragraph. This is not the first paragraph, right? This is only like the introduction. So this one is the first paragraph. Okay, so I'm gonna ask, let's see. Anybody that wants to help me read the first paragraph? Any volunteer? Any hand? Diana, thank you. So Diana, can you please read the first paragraph from this until prefer?
This week's single person is Charlotte Ramirez, a 25-year-old web designer. Her father is Spanish and her mother is English. She lives in Brighton and she doesn't have a partner at the moment. Her mother, Alice, chooses a man she thinks is perfect for her daughter, and her best friend, Katie, chooses another. Then Charlotte goes on a date with each man. Which one does she prefer?
Amazing. Thank you very much, Diana. Great pronunciation. Now, Andrea. Okay, So according to the instruction, we have read the introduction that we already did. This is the introduction and the first paragraph. That's it. Now, let's move forward into the activity that we are supposed to do. So right here, we have 4 different questions, right? We have, who are Alice and Katie? And we have all of these options. What is the idea of the experiment? Once again, the same 4 options. Who is Charlotte? Same thing. What do Alex and Katie have to do? Then what happens? Same thing. You have the same 4 options. So right now, I'm gonna give you guys 3 minutes so you can analyze what's the correct answer for each of these 4 questions, okay? 3 minutes, and if you want to tell me your answer, feel free to raise your hand. Okay, great then. I already have some hands, some volunteers. So let's start with Juan Cedeño. So Juan, I'm gonna ask the question and you are gonna tell me the answer, okay? So Juan, who are Alice and Katie?
Alice is Charlotte's mother and Katie is Charlotte's best friend.
Alice is Charlotte's mother and Katie is Charlotte's best friend. Amazing. Great job, Juan. Thank you very much. Now, let's continue with the next question. We will go with Melanie Guarico. Melanie, what is the idea of the experiment?
Single people ask their mother and best friend to find them a partner.
Amazing. Great job, Melanie. Thank you very much for your participation. Let's continue with the third one, Aldair Zambrano. Aldair, who is Charlotte?
Charlotte is a single 25 years old web designer who is looking for a partner.
Correct. Well done. Thank you, Aldair. And finally, we will go with Maria Parra. Maria, what do Alice and Katie have to do? Then what happens?
Alice and Katie have to choose a man for Charlotte. Then Charlotte goes on a date with each man.
Correct. That is the experiment about. Amazing job, guys. Thank you very much. Do not forget to register your activity. And let's move on into the next one that it's also related with that same article, that same paragraph, right? We already did this. We will do number 2D. Can you remember the article? So you guys are gonna click into this activity. And right here, you have only this. You don't have all of them, right? If you want to check all of the article, I'm gonna share it with you so you can double check it, okay? I'm gonna send them through the chat so you can check the article once again, and you can do properly the activity. There you go. So right here, you also have 4 questions, but in this case, you have, what does Charlotte like doing, right? That is number 1. Number 2, who does she think it's going to choose better? Why, right? And you have all of these options. What kind of man doesn't she like? 4 options. And what she like? Also 4 options. So same thing, 3 minutes, and then you tell me your answers, okay? Okay, so before we go with the answers, I would like to read the remaining paragraph of this article, okay? So I'm gonna ask Cristel Saldarriaga, can you please help me reading the remaining paragraph of the text? You can go from I love until humor, please.
I love go to the cinema, but I often feel like staying at home with a good book. Says Charlotte, I am quite
Yes, just give it a minute.
I am quite friendly and social, and I get on well with most people. In then, I have a go
sense of humor, okay? Great pronunciation. Thank you, Cristel. So right here, you take a look. You have some terms that they are highlighted, right? You have feel like, sociable, get on well, and sense of humor, okay? Now, Diana, can you please read the next paragraph from What Until Music?
What kind of men do I like? Well, I like interesting men who can make me laugh. Physically, I prefer men with a really nice smile who are taller than me. And I don't usually like men with beards. I like men who are into literature and art and classical music.
Correct. Great job. Thank you, Diana. So right here, we also have some words highlighted. A smile and the expression are into, okay? And finally, let's go with Scarlett Takuri. Scarlett, can you please read from I'm not until longer?
I'm not sure who is going to choose better for me, but my mom and my best friend know me very well. Perhaps Katie could think me a guy who is physically more compatible, but my mother has known me for longer.
Okay, thank you very much, Scarlett. So right here is know me, okay? And this is fine. And right here, we also have some highlighted words, guy and compatible. Now, let's go with the activity, okay? So next one will be Monica. Monica, what does Charlotte like doing?
She likes going to the cinema and reading.
Correct. She likes going to the cinema and reading. Great job, Monica. Thank you. Let's continue with the next one. Melanie Huarco. Who does she think is going to choose better and why?
She doesn't know how he's going to choose better. Katie might choose a man who is physically right for her, but Charlotte's mother has known her for longer.
Correct. That is the right answer. Amazing job, Melanie. So let's see. I don't have any other hands, but anyway. Okay, so Byron Reyes. Byron. Are you there, Byron?
Yes, aquí estoy.
Okay, Byron, your camera, please. Same thing with Elias, Justin, George, Kevin. No, Kevin has his camera on. Okay, so Byron, question number 3. What kind of man doesn't she like? Byron, you there?
Uy, ahí
Okay.
me escucha.
Yes, I'm able to hear you now. So, third question, what kind of man doesn't she like? Look, we already took, she likes going to the cinema and reading, and she doesn't know
She
who.
friends.
Okay.
She friends, sociable, and has good sense
Well,
of humor.
Look, in this question, we are referring to the type, the kind of man that she likes, right? The kind of man. So right here we have she's friendly, sociable, and has a good sense of humor. So this is the description of a she, of a girl, of a woman. So right here we're asking for the description of a man. So we already took this one and this one. The only 2 options left are she's friendly, the one that you told me, and the last one. Just read it and try to think which one makes more sense.
She's like interesting me walking, making her low. She's like me who are tailor, then her are heavy and nice small. She's light.
Okay, so yes, it's this one right here, right? She likes men, right? That is the answer. She likes interesting men who can make her laugh. Laugh as ha ha ha, right? That is laugh. She likes men who are taller than her and have a nice smile. She likes men who are into literature, art, and classical music. She doesn't like men with beards. That is the correct answer, okay? Now, I have the last question, and I do have a volunteer, which is a great news for me. So, Kenia Miño, what's she like?
She friendly, sociable, and has a good sense of humor.
Humor, correct. Great job, okay? So she's friendly, she's sociable, and has a good sense of humor. Amazing thing. Thank you very much, Kenia, for your participation. Now, do not forget to register your activity. Let me check something. Okay. Now, let's move on into the next activity. Right here, we are going to move into the grammar section. Right here, we were practicing reading, right? We found a paragraph. And right here, we are gonna practice grammar present simple. So we will do activity 1A. From memory, try to complete the sentences using the present simple. So right here, basically, it's from memory. But remember that through the chat, I send you the paragraph, right? The article. If you want to double check, you can go to the image. So right here, you have 5 sentences. So right here, you have to complete this, right? You have, she have a partner at the moment. She on a date with each man. Which one she prefer? What kind of men I like? Usually I like men with beards. Okay, so you can go to the article to check the possible answers right here. I'm gonna give you 3 minutes so you can check and fill the gaps in this current activity, okay? Okay, I do have some volunteers. Amazing then. So, Jael, can you please read the first sentence with the correct answer?
She does have a partner at the moment.
She does, like this?
Yes.
Okay, so remember something. The whole thing about this article is that she's looking for a partner, right? She's looking for a partner. So she's looking because at this point she's single. Okay, let me tell you something. Give me a second. I'm gonna go right here better. Remember that you can access to the class notes from the class resources. It's the first link, okay? I'm gonna access to those notes right here. So right now, into the grammar section, we are in present simple, right? That is the most basic tense. Right, so right here we are present tense structure, rest of the verb, affirmative. So whenever we want to say, for example, you watch movies every day, that is affirmative, right? So look, we have the subject, we have the infinitive verb, and we have the complement. No auxiliary. We don't have auxiliary right here. In the case of the negative structure, we do have an auxiliary. Look, subject, auxiliary, main verb, and complement. You don't watch TV. Or you can also say she does not or doesn't play soccer daily. So, Yael, in this case, we have an auxiliary, right? But the auxiliary is not complete. What is the auxiliary missing?
Is.
No, it's not is. Look, take a look, Jael. Just focus on this, right? First of all, remember that Charlotte is single. No ring on her hand, right? Right? Just wait, okay? Yes, it's doesn't, correct. As the one that you said, doesn't. She's single, right? She doesn't have a partner at this moment. So you are following that structure, right? Subject, auxiliary, the main verb, and the complement. Take a look. She doesn't, auxiliary, have is the main verb, and this is the complement. Okay, Jael? Thank you very much. Now, let's continue with Elizabeth Ramirez. Number 2, please.
She's go on a date with each man.
Correct. She goes on a date with each man. Thank you very much, Elizabeth. Remember that in present tense, this infinitive verb, if we are referring to third person, we will use the letter S. Example. If I said, let's take the exact same, okay. Let's say that I go, what else is in, I go on a date. I go on a date with different men, right? So right here, I'm using first person, right? I go on a date with different men. I can also say you go on a date with different men. But because right here I'm using she, and she is third person. She, he, and it. All of these are third person. And whenever we have third person, the verbs needs to go with S, right? That because the rule says that if we find a verb that the ending it's with a vowel, it's she goes on a date with different men, okay? That is why it's go, goes, and no go. Thank you, Elizabeth. Maria Llagos, number 3, please.
Which one does she prefer?
Correct. Which one does she prefer? So, similar thing, right? Whenever we talk about questions, the questions, we also include the auxiliary, right? In the case of third person, we use does. But if we are using first person as I, or if we use you, they, we use do. Once again, let's see an example. If we have this, which one does she prefer? Which one does she prefer? So in this case, I'm using the auxiliary does because the subject is she. But let's say that the situation is different and I say, which one do I prefer? Because I'm referring to this third person, this first person, we use do. Same thing if I go with you. Which one do you prefer? Another one. Which one does he prefer? So, as you can see, the auxiliary change depending on the subject, okay? Now, let's continue with the next one, number 4. Kenia Miño.
What kind of men do I like?
Okay, amazing. What kind of men do I like? Same thing. This is the same thing that I was telling you, right? The subject, it's I. So because of this, we use the auxiliary do and no does, right? Amazing. Great job, Kenya. Now, the last one, Sandra Santin.
I usually like men with beards.
Okay, so I usually like men with beards, but what is the word missing right here? Let's check. Look, if we, right here, this is negative, right? So we have either the doesn't or don't. Which one do you think it is?
Don't.
Correct.
I don't.
I don't usually like men with beard. Correct. Great job, Sandra. Thank you very much. Now, let's continue with the next activity. This activity, it's also related with grammar. So, we were on Unit 1B. And we already did 1A. So right now we will cover grammar bank 1A. Write sentences and questions with present simple. Remember that you can always go to this, I will say, file, this document, the notes, so you can double check and refresh the content. This will be really helpful for this current unit. So right here, you have the instructions. Always be careful with instructions, okay? Write sentences and questions with the present simple. And you have an example, right? You have the subject, you have the rest of the sentence, and it's telling you this needs to be affirmative, right? This sign means that it needs to be affirmative. So we have, he usually gets up late, right? Because we have the verb right here, we need to add s because we are referring to a he. Yael, you have a question or you want to tell me the answer of number 1?
Answer the question.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Does Anna like music?
Correct. Does Anna like music? Great catch. Great job, Jael. So this is a good example on how to do it, right? Let's take a look on the first one. We have Anna. That is the subject. We already know that Anna is the equivalent of she. She is third person. And we have a question, right? A question mark. So if we go to our structure, we know that we need to add the question word. If we have a question word, probably there is not the situation. If we don't have a question word, we go directly to the auxiliary. We have either the auxiliary do or does. And because we are talking about Anna, Anna is a she, we use does. So we go, does Anna like music? Be careful whenever you write this, because first of all, does, because it's the first word of the question, it needs to go with capital letter. This will be incorrect, right? Capital letter. Same thing with Anna. Anna is a name, so this will be incorrect. This will be the appropriate one, okay? And do not add any question mark because the question mark, it's already right here, okay? So let's have 3 minutes to do this, and after that, we will check our answers.
Miss,
Yes.
Disculpe, en el anterior ejercicio puse el doesn't así, o sea, igual, pero salió incorrecto.
Okay, let me check. Sometimes could be because you didn't use the apostrophe and you probably use the tilde instead. Let me check, okay? That is why you have 2 attempts. You can, if you miss this one, you can redo the exercise, but let's check, okay? We have Cristel, let me check.
Ya, es que, o sea, sí le puse como usted lo puso, pero ahorita lo volví a intentar y le puse el does not, para ver si, o sea, a ver si me servía así. Pero ajá, en ese salió incorrecto.
Yes, let me check. Look, I think that probably, look, this looks like quite like a tilde. Probably it's because of that. Look that this one is straight. So probably it's because of that, ¿verdad? Quizás, si te fijas, el apóstrofe es como que un poco más recto. Y es una confusión que suele haber. Mi recomendación es para que no te vuelva a pasar, identifica en dónde en tu teclado está el apóstrofe, no la tilde, ¿verdad? Porque suelen ser parecidos. Por ejemplo, en el mío, este es el apóstrofe, ¿verdad? Si te fijas que está recto, esa es la tilde, que está un poco más inclinado a la derecha. ¿Ok? Another option, otra opción, si tú dices, no, es que no encuentro la tilde, just Google it. right? I'm sorry, I don't find apostrophe. You go with apostrophe. And right here you have it. Look, this is an option that I find it really convenient. You copy this and you go to right here. So it's another option that you may have, okay? Let me check something. Let me. Okay, I'm gonna delete your attempt, one of the attempts, Cristel, so you can redo it, and this time try to do it with the apostrophe, okay?
Pero es que ya no me sale, porque, o sea, como le dije,
That's
puse
why,
el dot.
look, that's why I already delete your attempt. Right now, you are gonna be able to redo it. Just check it. Okay, look, right here, you have 2 attempts. I already delete one, so you have another try. Okay, just refresh the website, and most likely you are gonna find the choice to do the activity once again.
Thank you.
Okay, now we have sentence number 2. Make me this smaller. Okay, I do have a Sandra Santin. Let's go with number 2, please.
Yes, teacher. My sister has a lot of hobbies.
Correct. My sister has a lot of hobbies. Right? We have. This is affirmative. And we have the subject that is my sister. It's the equivalent of she, third person. And since the original verb form is have, we change it to third person, has. So this is correct. Great job, Sandra. Thank you. Let's continue with number 3, Gianna Sanchez.
I don't get on very well with my parents.
Correct. I don't get on very well with my parents. Great job, Gianna. So look, in this case, the sentence is telling us this needs to be negative. That is why Gianna, it's using the auxiliary, right? And we have, this is an expression, this is a verb, get on. Get on, it's like llevarse, right? So basically right here, I'm telling you, I don't get on very well with my parents. I fight all the time. They are really angry with me. They don't wanna, probably they don't wanna let me go out, blah, 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 right? That is get on. Now, let's continue with number 4, Maria Jagos.
Does my brother study at the university?
Can you please repeat the sentence, Maria?
Does my brother study at the university?
Does my brother study at the university? Okay. Whenever we start with an auxiliary, this means that this is a question. Take a look. Whenever we have a question, it is correct, go with auxiliary, right? Then with the subject, then with the verb, and then with the complement. But take a look. Right here, we have that this sentence needs to be affirmative. No question. We don't have a question mark right here. So let's take a look on how's the structure for the affirmative. Look, Maria, in the case of affirmative, we go with the subject, we go with the verb, and we go with the complement. So, according to that, how would you do this sentence, Maria? Which one is the subject? What's the subject right here? Maria, what's the subject? The subject. My brother study or at university. What's the subject? Look, all of these are subjects. Maria is a subject. Andrea is a subject. You are a subject. My sister is subject. So my question for you, Maria, what's the subject in this sentence? María, el sujeto. ¿Cuál es el sujeto de la oración? María es un sujeto, Andrea es un sujeto, Mónica es sujeto, mi hermana es sujeto. Right here you have
My brother.
Correct. So that is the subject, right? We start with brother. Okay. After that, we need to add the verb. What's the verb in this sentence?
Study at the university.
Study is the verb at university.
University.
University. Okay, but remember something, Maria. As I was telling, right, all of these are the subjects, right? You have I. Please pay attention, Maria. I, you, he, she, it, they, we. All of these are subjects, right? So in present simple, the tense that we are checking right now, el presente simple, que es el tiempo que estamos viendo ahora, que es para describir cosas que han pasado, que están pasando, cosas rutinarias. Yo doy clases de inglés sábados y domingos. Presente simple. I teach English on Saturdays and on Sundays. Presente simple, right? So, in this case, for example, you go with the verb. I teach. You teach. But in these three subjects, whenever we have he, she, or it, esto es tercera persona. Y la regla dice que en estos casos, el verbo va a tener que ir con S. So right here, it's going to be teaches, she teaches, it teaches, ¿verdad? Hay reglas que dependiendo cómo termina el verbo, yo solamente le agrego la S. En este caso, como termina en CH, le agrego la S. Habrá verbos que, por ejemplo, solamente son así. He drinks, ¿verdad? She drinks. It drinks. Okay, so now that you know that, Maria, how would you go with a study? You need to add the S. Okay, so please add the S to study. Necesitas agregarle la S porque estamos hablando de studies. La regla dice que cuando hay un verbo que termina en Y, le cambio a I latina y le agrego la S. Podría ser similar que yo tengo el verbo party, ¿verdad? como que farrear. Entonces, como el verbo termina en Y, pasa lo mismo. Lo cambio con I latina, ES. Okay, that happens with start. Okay, let's continue with the next one. Elizabeth Ramirez. Elizabeth, let's go with number 5, please.
Do my neighbor have any children?
Okay, once again, you are starting with do my neighbors have any children? Right here, this is a question. Take a look. When we start with an auxiliary, it's a question. Do I like tea? Do I like coffee? Does she like to run? That is a question. But in this case, as you can see right here, we are asked to go with a negative sentence. So let's take a look on the structure of the negative sentence. To the negative sentence, we have the subject, the auxiliary. We can use don't or doesn't. The main verb and the complement, okay? So according to this structure, Elizabeth, how would you do the sentence? Which one is the subject right here? Elizabeth, subject. What's the subject? This one is the subject. Elizabeth is a subject. My sister is a subject. Andrea is a subject. In this sentence right here, what's the subject?
My neighbors.
Correct. That is the subject. I'm referring to my neighbors, right? That is the subject. Now, according to the structure, we have to either use don't or doesn't. So in this case, Elizabeth, do we have to use don't or do we use doesn't?
Doesn't.
Okay, I'm gonna explain you why doesn't is not the correct one, okay? My neighbors, mis vecinos. Yo me estoy refiriendo a mis vecinos. Es decir, a la final al lado de mi casa vive una señora que se llama Glenda y su esposo que se llama Marcos, ¿verdad? Marcos y Glenda son dos personas, ¿verdad? Habíamos dicho que teníamos diferentes sujetos. I, you, he, she, it, they y we. Yo, tú, él, ella, eso, para animales o cosas, ellos y nosotros. Entonces, cuando yo tengo, en este caso, en temas de auxiliar, ¿verdad? Es I don't, you don't, he doesn't, porque es tercera persona. She doesn't, porque es tercera persona. It doesn't, porque es tercera persona. They don't y we don't. Te pregunto, Elizabeth, si yo me estoy refiriendo a Glenda y Marcos. Glenda y Marcos, yo no estoy incluida. Allá ellos, Glenda y Marcos. ¿Cuál de estos sujetos equivale a Glenda y Marcos?
We don't.
We es cuando yo me incluyo. Si yo dijera Glenda, Marcos y yo, ahí es nosotros, porque yo estoy incluida, nosotros, ¿verdad? Pero yo estoy hablando de ellos dos. Yo no estoy incluida, ellos dos que están allá. ¿Cuál sería el sujeto que aplica en ese caso?
They don't.
Correct.
They don't.
sería they don't, ¿verdad? Entonces, aquí es un equivalente como que yo en lugar de my neighbors, yo digo they, right? So, because of that, we have to use, what else?
Have any children.
Have any children, correct, right? So, my neighbors don't have any children. Great job, Elizabeth. Kenia Miño, number 6, please.
When does the film start?
Correct. When does the film start? So, in this case, we do have a question word. Tenemos una question word aquí. Question words son what, why, where, when. Todos esos que inician con W y H. O también se puede poner ahí how, ¿verdad? Entonces, como tenemos el question word, vamos question word, auxiliary, subject, infinitive verb. That is what Kenia did. When, question word, does, film. Film es un it, ¿verdad? Es como que yo diga, me estoy refiriendo a it, es una cosa. So because of that, we use this auxiliary. Okay, great job, Kenia. Let's continue with number 7, Kevin Cruz.
Yeah. He goes out twice a week.
Okay. First of all, this is affirmative, right? So we go, he goes out twice a week. Amazing. So once again, because this is third person, we don't go with go. We add es, okay? Now, Jorge. It's Jorge right here because I haven't seen that he's participating.
Yes. Yes, I'm here.
Okay, Jorge, can you please go with number 8?
Miss, en la número 6 creo que debe quitar el signo de interrogación porque después no debe coger.
Correct. Thank you for letting me know. Hara, the student Hara, it's right here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, it's your camera on? Okay, so Jorge, can you please tell me number 8?
We often don't talk about politics.
Correct. We don't often talk about, what's the deal with my keyboard? Politics. Correct. Thank you, Jorge. Now, let's see who else. Monica. Monica, number 9, please.
How often do you, no, perdón.
Yes.
Sí. How often do you email your brother?
Correct. How often do you email your brother? Correct. So, how often it's a question word. Es básicamente con qué frecuencia, cada cuándo, right? Entonces, este how often equivale a esto, ¿no? Ponerlo como question word. Aquí question word, recuerden que puede venir what, why, when, how often, how many, and we can go on. And after that, we need to go with the auxiliary. En este caso, ¿verdad? Yo sí, estoy preguntando cada cuánto tú le mandas emails a tu hermano, Miss, pero hermano es tercera persona, no debería ir aquí con das. No, porque el hermano ya es parte del complemento, ya basta después del verbo, ¿verdad? Entonces, yo a quien estoy preguntando, el objeto directo de mi pregunta, it's you, tú. Y como lo habíamos visto, cuando es tú, ¿verdad? Cuando es you, perdón, el auxiliar sería, en el caso de negativo, don't, y en el caso de pregunta, do. So, how often do you email your brother? En este caso, el email es un verbo. Así como, no sé si han visto que hay la palabra text, ¿verdad? Que es un texto, ¿ok? Text. También en inglés uno puede utilizar esa palabra text como un verbo. Text me, ¿verdad?
O sea, que
Vean.
email lo puedo utilizar como un verbo.
Sí, exactamente.
Y se puede conjugar, o sea, correo electrónico se puede conjugar.
En ese caso sí. Email,
Ah.
por ejemplo, mira, te hago un ejemplo, ¿no? Hay algunas palabras así, se me cerró ya la actividad, creo. Sí, ya se cerró porque se acabó el tiempo, pero no importa. Volviendo a lo del ejemplo, ¿no? Hay ciertas palabras que sirven como sustantivo y sirven como verbo en inglés. Una de ellas es email, ¿verdad? Ejemplo. She emails, ¿verdad? Como es tercera persona, she emails her mother every day, ¿verdad? Y yo también puedo decir, I got your email yesterday. Entonces, en este caso, yo estoy utilizando el email como verbo. She emails her mother every day. Ella manda correos manda correos a su mamá todos los días. Y en el caso de acá, I got your email yesterday. Ayer recibí tu correo. Ayer ya lo recibí. Entonces, en este caso, lo tengo como un verbo y en este caso como un sustantivo. Otro caso es el texto que les decía, ¿verdad? I text my brother every morning. Y en este caso estoy utilizándolo como verbo, pero podría utilizarlo también como un sustantivo. My mom sends, let's say, my mom gets text from Senel. Okay, my mom gets a text from Senel, ¿verdad? En este caso, yo texteo a mi hermano, yo chateo, yo le mando un mensaje a mi hermano todas las mañanas. Verbo. My mom gets a text from Senel. Mi mamá recibe un texto de Senel. Pasa similar con la palabra phone. También se puede utilizar tanto como sustantivo o como verbo. I phoned you yesterday. You didn't pick up. I phoned you yesterday. You didn't pick up. Entonces, el phone es un equivalente a decir call. Cualquiera de las dos es correcta, pero se suele utilizar mucho phone. También lo puedo utilizar como sustantivo. My phone is, right? I can also go with my phone is iPhone. I don't know. What's the latest iPhone? I think that 15, right? So, en este caso, verbo, y en este caso lo puedo utilizar como sustantivo. Mi teléfono es, por lo general se utiliza my phone number también, right? My phone number. Pero en este caso es mucho mucho más claro, ¿no? Mi teléfono es el iPhone 15. Entonces lo utilizo tanto como verbo como también un sustantivo, ¿ok? So, yes, that was the last one. Now, let's continue with the next one. Okay, so you know that usually you got a break, right? But right now we are going to continue working because apparently right here in my area, I'm not going to have any power at 1, right? So probably it's not going to be at 1, probably it's going to be before. So I want to like have all the possible time with you guys, okay? Normalmente les doy un break, pero con esto de la luz no tengo idea qué va a pasar. Sé que vi un comunicado en la urbanización se va a la 1, pero yo no confío en esta gente, posiblemente se va un poco antes, así que vamos a trabajar de largo hasta cuando, bueno, ya me quede sin luz, ¿ok? Now, let's continue with the
Dicen,
next.
es que
Yes.
día estoy mil stories. En la 6 y en la 7, en la 10 me salió incorrecta.
Okay, let me check. 6 and 7, you said, right?
Yeah.
Buenos días.
Sí, a mí en la 8 y 9 y bueno.
Okay, let me check.
Andrea, compañeros, buenos días.
Hi, Nancy.
Ay, bueno, recién me conecté hace un rato. Sí,
Te vi.
yo pensé que tenía planta eléctrica porque tiene las 4 horas, pero bueno.
No, se va ya mismo se va. Estoy por eso contra el tiempo yo ahorita.
Ok.
Sí.
Acá supuestamente se iba a las 11, pero ya van a ser las 12.
Por eso les digo, no confío. Entonces, por eso es que digo, imagínense, les doy receso y ya no vuelvo más. Entonces, por eso no me confío. A ver, Kevin. A ver, nosotros tenemos, bueno, ya, aquí ya, mira tú solito cuál crees que es la falla. Capital letter, you're starting a sentence. Well, in this case, you're starting a question, ¿verdad? Aquí es porque no la pusiste con mayúscula. And right here, let me check. I don't go on, same thing. Facebook, it's a name of a company. So it needs to go with capital letter, okay? You have to learn this, probably in the hard way. A las malas les va a tocar aprender el uso de las mayúsculas. Si no las utilizan en su idioma natal, en español, las vamos a aprender en inglés, porque esto es algo que no pueden dejar pasar y lo veo siempre en los writings, ¿verdad? Que escriben, la más típica y la que se las menciono cada vez que tengo una oportunidad es esta. I go to the mall. Y ponen este I, donde sea que ustedes tengan el I de yo, tiene que ir con mayúscula. En inglés no existe este I en minúscula para referirse a uno mismo, ¿no? Same thing with months. What else? Holidays. Company names. Weekdays, weekends, and the list goes on. After a full stop, right? After a full stop, después de un punto. So you are gonna learn in the hard way that you need to use those capital letters, okay? Let's continue then with the next activity. And it's similar, right? The next activity is similar, but the only difference is that right here, I think that you are gonna have the words. The only thing that you need to do is to arrange the words, right? You have to write the words in the right order. So right here you have, for example, always before go, I before bed, 11:02. So your duty is to rearrange the words, write them in the right order. Remember. So for example, in the first one, it's I always go to the, no, I'm always go to bed before, right? So right here you have 11, you have a dot, a full stop, and 00. You need to write it in that way. Do not forget the capital letter, okay? So let's do this, okay? Let's have 3 minutes and then we're gonna check your answer.
Creo que llegó antes del corte.
Who is Stephanie Fernandez? I don't have any Stephanie Fernandez in my list. Okay, no Stephanie Fernandez.
Miss, your microphone.
Thank you. I was talking and talking. Okay, so I was saying basically that Sandra, Maria, Elizabeth, and Jana, keep your hand up, okay? Just wait for a minute because I'm going to go with the students that hasn't participated at all, okay? So just keep your hand up. I'm going to give you some space to participate, but first of all, let me go with some of the students that hasn't been active. So Jessica, can you please tell me the right order of sentence number 2? Jessica Lima, are you there? Jessica, are you there?
Miss, creo que no puede usar el micrófono.
Okay, can you please read, I'm sorry, read. Right here in the chat, how do you think it's the right way to, number 2, like, how will you write it correctly? Jessica, si no puedes activar tu micrófono, por favor, escribe en el chat cómo tú consideras que es la manera correcta de la segunda oración. Ok, Jessica, entiendo lo del tema de la luz, lo que sea, pero necesito, ahorita no estás participando, me estás escribiendo hace un momento, el teclado sí te sirve, si no participas es como que no estés aquí. En primer lugar, por favor, te sugiero que procures arreglar el tema del micrófono, porque si no tienes la cámara encendida, pero si no te sirve el micrófono, como que equivale a lo mismo, ¿sí? Y segundo, por favor, procura escribir tu respuesta para poderte dar la asistencia y también la participación. Okay, I'm gonna move into the next student, okay? Let's see. Cristel Díaz. Cristel, what about number 2?
Sería Kate, sí.
Okay. Kate, sis. What else?
Family.
Okay. Cases family. Okay, but look, we have ever, her, cases, family, hardly. We already have Kate, we already have sis, and we already have family, right? So we need to know where to write ever, here, and hardly. We still have 3 words that we are not using. Ever, here, and family. Okay, so where will you put, I'm sorry, we also have hardly. What will you put ever? Cristel.
After to sis.
After which one? I'm sorry?
Sis.
Okay, let's see. Okay, so what else? You have hair. Where would you put hair? Remember that hair, it's possessive, right? Es el posesivo para referirse a algo de alguien. Por ejemplo, digamos que este vaso es de mi papá, ¿verdad? So I will say his mug, ¿verdad? His mug. En ese caso sería su vaso. Si es en el vaso de mi hermana, her mug. Her mug. Entonces, en este caso, este her se está refiriendo a algo que es de Kate. ¿De qué se está hablando?
De la familia.
Ok, entonces, ¿dónde iría ese hair?
Antes de family.
Correct. Hair family. Okay, so we have to try to see where to put hardly. Hardly es como que rara vez, como que hardly es como que yo diga difícilmente, como que casi no ve a su familia. A eso se refiere. Entonces, yo tengo aquí, Kate sits ever her family. Te voy a decir que estas dos van juntas, ¿ya? Hardly ever. ¿Dónde lo colocarías? Y fíjate en algo, Cristel. Mira, este always, este hardly ever, son expresiones de frecuencia, ¿verdad? Digamos, Cristel, que yo te digo, Cristel a veces va a sus clases. Cristel siempre levanta la mano, ¿verdad? Estoy dándole una frecuencia a lo que haces. En el caso de la primera tenemos, I always go to bed before 11. Yo estoy diciendo la frecuencia con cada cuánto yo voy a acostarme en la cama a las 11. Always, siempre. En este caso es hardly ever. Hardly ever es un sinónimo de never. ¿Ya? Digamos, never es 0%. Nunca haces eso. I never go to the gym. Yo nunca voy al gimnasio. el hardly ever está un poquito arriba. Digamos que yo diga, I hardly ever go to the gym. Yo muy difícil o de repente, así casi que nunca voy al gimnasio. Entonces, ¿dónde iría para ti este hardly ever, Cristel?
Después de qué?
Correct. Correct. Great job, Cristel. Thank you very much. So, Kate hardly ever sees her family. ¿Ok? Fíjense que esa va a ser una estructura sugerida en la mayoría, no todos, en la mayoría de estos casos, ¿verdad? Vamos identificando cuáles son los adverbios de frecuencia que encontramos aquí. Miren, tenemos en la tercera, Saturday never shopping on Go Week. Question, which one of these is the frequency adverb? Anyone, you can go, you can just tell me. Saturday never shopping go on. ¿Cuál es el adverbio de frecuencia aquí?
Saturdays.
Never. Never, correct, nunca, ¿verdad? Veamos acá, si se cierra la actividad no importa, vamos, la vemos otra vez. No sé si lo tengo. Frequency. Hay muchísimos, pero nosotros nos vamos a concentrar en los más comunes. Y si se fijan, vamos con este mejor. Se les suele dar un porcentaje sugerido. Ojo, no es que yo les voy a tomar en una lección. ¿Cuál es el porcentaje de usually? No, es como una sugerencia para saber cuándo usarlo, depende de la situación, ¿no? Digamos que ustedes dicen que ustedes siempre van al cine, pero ¿se acuerdan? No, pues siempre no, o sea, yo voy casi siempre, como que yo lo diría que como que mejor un 70%, porque al mes voy 6 veces. Entonces, para mí eso no es siempre, así que me voy con often, ¿verdad? Entonces, todos estos son adverbs of frequency. Always, usually, normally, often, sometimes, occasionally, seldom. Right here you have hardly ever, never, ¿verdad? Hay otros que están por ahí, pero les muestro los de acá, ¿verdad? Y fíjense cómo se los utiliza. Let me make this bigger. What's the problem with this? Doesn't make me... Ok, déjenme abrirlo más. Whenever you see this, ESL learners, it means English as second language. Okay, that is you. You right now you're trying to get English as second language. So you have, she always goes to the nightclub to dance, ¿verdad? Miren la estructura. Comienza con el sujeto, luego se pone el adverbio de frecuencia, luego se pone el verbo, ¿verdad? Y luego el resto de del complemento. Ahora, esto ustedes tendrían que haberlo visto. Yo estoy segura que a los que han estado conmigo lo han estudiado. Si ustedes están en este nivel es porque lo han conocido, ¿no? Entonces ya esto es algo que es básico en el presente simple. They usually quarrel. I normally go to the gym. They often go out for dinner. I sometimes go with my husband. I occasionally eat junk food. I seldom read the newspaper. I hardly ever drink alcohol. I never go to the cinema. Okay, so those are that is the structure, okay? Quarrel right here, it's like fight, como discuta, ¿verdad? Como que ellos usualmente discuten. Now, let's see. Okay, let me... Ok, hay otros adverbios de frecuencia que tienen que conocerlos también. Y en este caso van, no hay antes del verbo, sino que van al final, que son estos de aquí. Every day, every week, once a month, twice a month. Como que todas las semanas, todos los meses, todos los años. Once a week, once a day, una vez al día, una vez a la semana. Twice a week, 2 veces a la semana. Twice a day, 2 veces a la semana. Twice a year, 2 veces al año. Y ya de ahí ya va 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. Pero estos de aquí no van como se los estaba indicando acá, que van después del verbo, sino que estos irían al final. Les doy un ejemplo. Let's say, I always play soccer with my sister. So in this case, the adverb of frequency goes just right after the subject and before the verb. But in the case that I use the other expressions, I play soccer with my sister twice a week. Cuando yo utilizo este tipo de expresiones, twice a week, I can also say twice a month. I can also say twice a day, twice a year, right? I can change this saying once a year, una vez al año. No decimos one a year, no. Once a year. Entonces, en este caso, este tipo de expresiones van al final. Les pongo otro ejemplo. I play soccer with my sister 3 times a week. Cuando ya pasa once y twice, que es una vez y 2 veces, ya ahí va 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times, 7 times. Y ahí es inamovible. Entonces, yo juego con mi hermana 3 veces por semana. Yo juego con mi hermana fútbol una vez al año. Okay? Now, we only have 6 minutes left. So remember that you have 2 attempts, right? I'm gonna refresh this. Ustedes tienen 2 intentos. Yo voy a refrescar esto para poder estar desde el inicio con el tiempo y poder completar todas. No, same time. It doesn't matter. Okay, I'm just gonna go, okay? So let's continue with number 3, Kenia Miño.
Yeah.
Okay.
We never go shopping on Saturday.
Correct. You follow the rule, right? You follow the structure. That is it. We never, adverb of frequency, then we go with the verb shopping on Saturdays. Watch out, Saturdays needs to go with capital letter and we needs to go with capital letter. Then we have, give me a second, because I think that permítanme un rato, voy a salirme para reiniciar la actividad, porque ya mismo se cierra y quiero poderlas hacer todas. It doesn't work that way. Okay, when this activity closed, I'm gonna reopen it. Okay, so we already did this one. Kenya was the one that did it. We never shopping on Saturdays. Now let's continue with the next one. So let's see.
Teacher,
Yes,
I noticed we never go shopping.
correct. Yes, I'm sorry. I missed that. We never go shopping. Thank you, Sandra, for that. Sandra, it's your turn. Let's go with number 4.
Yeah. I go to the dentist this a year.
Correct. I go to the dentist
Is
twice a year. This is the expressions that I was telling you, right? Twice a year, once a year, 3 times a year. This one's right here goes at the end of the sentence. Great job, Sandra. Thank you. Maria Jagos. Let's go with number 5, please.
They sometimes have breakfast in the garden.
Correct. They, once again, they sometimes have breakfast in the garden. Correct. Thank you, Maria. Number 6, Elizabeth Ramirez.
We usually listen. We usually listen to the radio in the morning.
We usually listen to the radio in the morning. Correct. Thank you, Elizabeth. We are about to be done with this, but I'm gonna reopen the activity. If you guys give me a minute, I'm coming with you, Gianna, but just let me restart the activity. Okay, we were right here. Number 7, Diana, please.
Alan runs in the park every day.
Correct. Alan runs in the park every day. In the park, we have every day. Correct. Thank you, Jana. Then let's continue with number 8, Jael.
I never drink coffee after 4.
Correct. After 4. There you go. Amazing job, Jael. Thank you. Let's continue with Helen Romo.
La 9, ¿verdad? Okay. John doesn't often go to the cinema.
Correct. John doesn't often go to the cinema. Amazing. Great job, Helen. And finally, let's go with Monica Añasco.
I visit my mom once a month.
I visit my mom once a month. Remember that I told you guys that mom, it's the same as saying mom, right? But mom with you, it's common in the UK, in British English, right? But it's the same with the O. So the O, mom with O, it's common use in American English, okay? Both of them are valid. So let's click into the finish button. We already checked the first one. Let's check the remaining activities. And right now, we are going to go to the next unit, right? The next unit, we need to cover, I'm sorry, no the next unit. I'm so sorry. I'm not gonna cover next unit yet. I want to tell you about this pronunciation, right? Pronunciation whenever we have an ending word with S or ES. So right here, we have an audio, and I want that you guys take really good look and really good listen on the pronunciation. Take a look. Right here, you have snake. That is the sound, snake. So we have some examples on when do we use this kind of pronunciation. She likes cats. He works with his parents. Then we have zebra. He has brown eyes. She wears jeans. And we have this last pronunciation. In this case, we have she relaxes with boxes of chocolates. He uses glasses to read. And let's take a look on the rule. Pronunciation of final S or ES, verbs and nouns. So the final S, it's pronounced either Z of a snake or Z of zebra. The difference is quite small, ¿verdad? La diferencia entre estas dos es mínima, casi que no existe, quite small. But the pronunciation of it, ES, it's quite different. Relaxes, boxes, watches, dishes, uses, glasses. Okay, so let's listen to the audio. Right here, you're gonna hear the pronunciation of each of this, and then you are gonna read it for me.
1.16 Snake. S.
She likes cats.
He works with his parents. Zebra. Z.
He has brown eyes.
She wears jeans. Is.
She relaxes with boxes of chocolates.
He uses glasses to read.
Okay, so let's see. Okay, Franz Almache. Franz, can you please read the first box?
Okay. She likes cats. He works with his parents.
Correct. Thank you, Franz. Now, what's going on with this? There's something. Okay. Justin Zamora, can you please read the second, I will say the second box, this one right here, please.
He has brown eyes. She wears jeans.
Correct. Great job, Justin. Thank you very much. And finally, let's go with the third one, Elias Castillo.
Okay. She relaxes with boxes of chocolates and he uses glasses to read.
Correct. This one is relax, okay? The original word, it's relaxes, okay? Relaxes. Great job, Elias. Thank you very much. Now we can move on the next, into the next unit. So guys, please do not do the activities if I don't tell you to do the activities, okay? Don't move any forward if I don't tell you to move forward. No hagan las actividades si yo no les digo que las hagan, okay? So the next unit, it's unit 1C.
Please, I have a question.
Yes?
So in that activity, we don't do anything.
I'm sorry? Can you please repeat your question?
Que en la actividad anterior no es necesario hacer nada.
No,
Solo.
it's only pronunciation, yes. Okay, I'm gonna close this because apparently it's giving me this a hard time, and I'm gonna reopen this because I need to tell you the topics that we are about to check on Unit 1C. Apparently this is trying to open the PDF, but I think that we can move forward because this is taking way too much, okay? So in this unit, we will, there you go. I think that is this one right here. Okay, now we can see it. Okay, let me zoom this out so we can check the sections of the content that we are supposed to cover, okay? As you already know, we have 3 sections, right? So in the grammar section, we will check present continuous. Into the vocabulary section, we will check close and preposition of place, and we also gonna check some pronunciation. Now, let's see, Marcela Villegas, can you please read the name of Unit C?
Yo mismo.
Thank you.
Mir, Mr. Claire and Percy.
Okay, this one is Mr., okay? And this one is Mrs., okay? Yeah. There's always a confusion with this, so do not worry about it, okay? Let me find, a really good example of this so you can have this, let's say, clearer, okay? Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Because there's a lot of confusion in terms of the pronunciation and when do we use Mr., when do we use Miss. Okay, this is a good example right here. But this is way too small, so let me go instead with this one. This is also small, but let me click it right here. Probably we're gonna have better luck inside of Instagram. Okay. So Mr., it's used for all adult men. So I can go with Mr. Kevin Cruz, Mr. Jorge Jara, Mr. Ricardo Sobrevilla, Mr. Aldair Zambrano, right? For all adult men. It doesn't matter if that man is married, it's single, doesn't matter, okay? Now, of course, it's gonna be different with women, right? With women, we have like some differences. This one right here, it's Mrs., right? Mrs. is used for married women. So if you have a ring, people are gonna tell you Mrs. Rodriguez, Mrs. Takuri, Mrs. Sanchez, okay? Only if you are married. If you are single, or if you are probably, let's say 15 years old, people are gonna go with Miss. Miss Andrea, Miss Sofia, right? And this one right here, it's basically the same. Like the pronunciation, it's slightly different. It's like with Z, like this one is mess, this one is miss. It's, I mean, basically there's no difference. But whenever you write it, there is a difference, okay? Mister, para todos los hombres, sin importar que sea hombre, perdón, sin importar que sea soltero, casado. Mrs. para mujeres casadas exclusivamente. Miss para chicas, adolescentes, 15, 14, 18 años y para cualquier mujer soltera. Y esta acá que es MS, and you also have a point right here, a dot. You go with Miss y es utilizado para cualquier mujer. No es que tengo que preguntarle, ¿es usted casada o no? Para cualquier, similar a la de acá. Okay, that is the difference. So in this case, in the book, we will have Mr. and Mrs. Clark and Percy. Okay, como que sabemos que por ahí fueran una pareja estos dos. Mr. and Mrs. Clark Percy. Now, let's see. We have the first activity that we can find just right here. 1A, match the words and clothes. So you guys are gonna click into this activity. And you are gonna find this easy peasy activity. So I'm gonna ask if somebody wants to tell me what's, for example, what's number 1? Anybody want to tell me what's number 1? We have the options, boots. We have the options also shirt, shoes, skirt, top, and trousers. So any volunteers for number 1?
Top.
Which one?
Top.
Top.
Number 5.
Top. This one is top. And I'm gonna tell you what's the difference between top and this one right here, that is shirt, right? As you can see, top, it's basically como una camiseta, ¿verdad? But shirt is the one that has buttons on it, ¿verdad? Esto es como camisa, las que tienen botones, las que son más formales. That is a shirt. También van a ver la palabra t-shirt, ¿verdad? T-shirt que es similar a decir top, pero t-shirt es camiseta, la más informal, la que no tiene botón. ¿Ok? That is the difference. Van a tener también la palabra blouse, blusa, que son las blusas de mujeres, ¿verdad? Blouse. Entonces tenemos equivalents. Tenemos shirt, the one with buttons on it. You also have top, that you can also say t-shirt, and you have blouse, that are blusas. Now, what about this? What is the number 3? We still have boots, shoes, a skirt, correct. This one right here. So what about number 5? We still have boots, shoes, and trousers.
Boots.
Boots, correct. So that is number 5.
Miss, una pregunta. La actividad no la encuentro.
Okay, activity is this one right here. In unit 1C. 1C, Mr. and Mrs. Clark and Percy, a student book. You scroll down And it's the first one. 1A, match the words and close.
Voy a refrescar la
Did you
página.
find it? Yes, please. Refresh it and let me know if you find it. Okay, so we have, let's see, number 4. Which one do you think it is?
Trouser.
Trousers, correct. Trousers. So basically, trouser is the same as saying pants. That the difference is that trousers is used in British English, right? In American English, we can use pants, okay? Trousers, UK, British English, pants, it's American English. And we have the last one, 4. And this one, it's number 5, shoes, right? Shoes. Okay, so do not forget to click the bottom, guys, to register your activity. And let's move on into the next one. So right here, you're gonna
Miss.
have, yes.
I'm sorry. Boots, ¿no es botas?
Yes.
Ese sería el número 5.
Yes, that probably was that was my mistake. Yes, these are books and these are shoes. These are trousers. This one is a shirt. This one is a top, and this one is a skirt. Okay, so thank you for letting me know that, Kevin. So yes, just as Kevin said, this one are books. Okay, do not forget that. Now, the next activity, you are gonna find a more extensive, guys. Remember, don't do the activities if I don't tell you to do the activities. Please, you need to wait for all of us. Okay, do not do any activities that I don't tell you to do. Please. So right now, let's go to the activity that we are supposed to do right now, okay? No sé si estas las hicieron, perdón, yo creo que me metí mal. No, lo que les digo es que no hagan ninguna actividad a pesar de que la vean abierta. ¿Se acuerdan que la otra vez había una confusión que ustedes me decían? Mija, es que el profesor Alfonso nos mandó que hagamos algo, ¿verdad? Si yo no les digo que hagan una actividad, no la hagan, ¿verdad? Posiblemente si está disponible es porque yo me olvidé de ocultarle, algo así, ¿sí? Okay, right here, as you can see, you have like a more extensive vocabulary, right? You have, in this case, 14 words. So I'm gonna tell you the pronunciation, right? And after that, you are gonna try to match the words and the pictures, okay? You have cardigan, cardigan, coat, coat, dress, dress, jacket, jacket, jeans, jeans, shirt, shirt, short, short, skirt, skirt, suit, no suit, suit, sweater, sweater, synonym, jumper, sweater, synonym, jumper, top, top, tracksuit, tracksuit. It's only one word, tracksuit. Trousers, trousers. T-shirt, t-shirt. Remember, this one is shirt and this one is t-shirt. Okay, so take a look and try to figure it out which one of these names belong to the pictures. Okay, let's have 3 to 5 minutes, and after that we are gonna check your answers. Okay, guys. So let's see. I have Helen. So Helen, which one is number one?
Short.
Correct, right? This one is number one, shorts. Thank you, Helen. Kenya, what about number two?
Dress.
Dress, correct. What is dress? Okay, dress is right here. Thank you, Kenya. Maria Jagos, number three, please.
Coat.
Coat, coat. Remember, that is the pronunciation. Coat, no coat, coat. Okay, Maria?
Coat.
Correct. Amazing. Well done, Maria. Gianna Sanchez, number four, please.
Top.
I'm sorry?
Top.
Top. Correct. Top. Great job, Gianna. Jael, number five, please.
Jeans.
Jeans. Correct. Those are jeans. Thank you, Jael. Cristel Saldarriega, number six.
Skirt.
Correct. Skirt. Thank you, Cristel. Scarlett Takuri, number seven.
Suit.
Suit. Correct.
Suit.
Remember, suit. Only without an IU, right? Suit. Great job. Scarlett was that. Elizabeth Ramirez, number eight, please.
Shirts.
Shirt, correct.
Shirt.
Shirt. Thank you, Elizabeth. Now, let's see. Jorge Jara, number nine, please.
Tracksuit.
Number nine, this one right here, nine.
Yes. Tracksuit.
No, that is not
Or
tracksuit.
not.
I'm gonna show you what is a tracksuit, okay? Just give me a second. Because tracksuit are usually those suits that you use for jogging, for going to the gym, for like whenever you take a walk or if you're running, right? Tracksuit. You're gonna see. Probably you're gonna find Adidas tracksuit. You're gonna find Nike tracksuits. Take a look. This is a tracksuit. This is like the best definition of a tracksuit. Look, Adidas tracksuit, right? So if you're telling me that 9 is a tracksuit, that is not. You can only see only one thing. A tracksuit, it's like right here, like the sweater and also the bottoms. So right here, you only have one thing. So Jorge, which one do you think is another option?
Maybe 7. No.
Okay, look, the options that we have are cardigan, jacket, sweater. I already told you that tracksuit is not the correct answer. Trousers and t-shirts, okay? So let's take a look. We have, let me.
Okay, 10.
No. I'm asking you about number 9. So which one which one do you think it's number 9? The options that you have at this point are cardigan, jacket, sweater, tracksuit, trouser, and shirt. If you don't know how all of this look, just Google it. Let's take a look of cardigan. Cardigan. There is a Taylor Swift song, right? Cardigan are this one right here. This is a cardigan. Okay, this is a cardigan. So if you take a look I don't think that this applies as a cardigan. We also have, let's see, jacket. Okay, this is like a jacket. Look, it has like some buttons. It had a zipper. So do you think that this is a jacket, Jorge? Jorge, are you there?
Yes.
Yes, right? Correct. This is a jacket. Sometimes it's quite different into make a difference between the jacket, the cardigan, the coat, the sweater. All of them look similar, but there is some differences, okay? So let's try to understand those differences. Now, Justin Zamora, what about number 10?
Cardigan.
Number 10, look, right here we have two things. You have the sweater and you also have like the bottoms. So cardigans, I already show you what a cardigan is. So that is not a cardigan. Look, the options that we have at this point are, well, not cardigan, sweater, tracksuit, trousers, and t-shirts.
Okay. Sweater.
Sweater, I mean, not sweater precisely. It could be a sweater. Podría ser un sweater si tuviera solamente una. Fíjate, por favor, lo acabé de decir. There's two parts of this. You have the part like the sweater part, and you also have the bottoms, right? This is something that goes in your leg. There is two pieces into this. And I already told you what is two pieces, is it?
No, tampoco es una camiseta.
I just show you an example. Adidas has this kind of clothes. Nike has this kind of clothes. You use them whenever you want to go for a walk, whenever you want to go to the gym, right? You're not paying attention, Justin. You need to pay attention. Okay, so I'm gonna move to another student. Let's see. Melanie Huarco, what is number, oh, I'm sorry. I do have some volunteers, I think. Yes. Melanie, so what is number 10?
Tracksuit.
Tracksuit, right? Remember, tracksuit, it's the ones, just Google it. They look just like this one. Tracksuit. And I just did it. I just did it like 5 minutes ago, right? So tracksuits are these ones that right now people don't even use it to go to the gym or to go to take a walk. They just use it because they look cool, because Bad Bunny used them, because J Balvin used them. So this is a tracksuit. If you wonder, what is this? Tracksuit. You have right here the, I will say like the sweater, and you also have the bottom, the pants. Now, let's go with 11. Let's see, Monica Añasco. Which one is 11, Monica, according to you? Monica? I can hear you. No? Probably there is something wrong with your microphone.
Ahí?
Yes, now I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, trouser.
Trousers, correct. That is 11. Thank you, Monica. Let's continue with 12. Juan Cedeño. Which one is 12?
Cardigan.
Cardigans, correct. Cardigans are those like grandpa sweaters, son como esos abriguitos que usan los abuelitos, ¿verdad? Que son así como de lanita, de botoncitos. Those are cardigans. And we still have 13 and 14. Aldair, which one is for 13?
13. T-shirt.
Correct. T-shirt, like the one that you are wearing right now, right? That is a t-shirt. Correct. And finally, we have 14, Nancy Cruz.
Sweater.
Sweater, correct.
Sweater.
Just
Sweater.
take a look. That is why you have to try to recognize them, because this one and also this one, they look similar, right? All of them look the same. Todas estas lucen iguales, básicamente. Pero así como nosotros en español tenemos un nombre para cada cosita, obviamente, también en el inglés sucede de la misma manera, ¿no? Porque nosotros tenemos, por ejemplo, pantalón, calentador, jean, short, bermuda, cacheteros, yeah, same thing with that. So this kind of sweaters are cardigans. This kind of sweaters, the one with buttons on it, it's a jacket. And whenever you have a two-piece thing, you have tracksuit. Okay, that is why it is important to notice this. Okay, now you guys are gonna click into next page, because right now we are gonna check some shoes vocabulary, right? Footwear vocabulary and accessories and jewelry, right? Jewelry. This is a really tricky word. Okay, so let's try to figure it out which one of these are related to the pictures. Okay, right here you have, take a look. Boots, flip-flops, that is the pronunciation, flip-flops. This is a flip-flop, okay? I'm gonna be really graphic about this, but this is a flip-flop, right? The ones that you use to, I don't know, to go to the beach, right? Sandals, shoes, and trainers. Then in accessories, we have belt, cap, hat, leggings, gloves, scarf, socks, tie, tights, and in jewelry, you have bracelets, earrings, necklace, and rings. Okay, so just try to figure it out, and if I don't know if you already want to participate, so let's see. I already have some hands. Let me check. Let's see. Okay, so Scarlett, according to you, which one is the books? Which number?
18.
18, correct. Those are boots, right? Like the cowboy boots. Amazing. Yael Vera, what about flip-flops?
19.
19, correct. Thank you, Yael. Janela Acosta, sandals.
16.
Correct, 16. That is the correct answer. Well done, Janela. Aldair, what about shoes?
Shoes 17.
17, correct. And well, finally, Helen, what about 15? What's the number of 15?
Trainers.
Trainers, correct. Let me tell you something about this. You also, trainers is the term used in British English, because in United States, they call this type of shoes Sneakers, right? Just like the chocolate, right? Sneakers. Let me go right here. You can go with trainers, or you can also go with sneakers. Just like the chocolate, right? Both are valid. This one it's from UK. This one is from American English. Now, let's continue with the next part. So, let's see. Elizabeth Ramirez. So, which one is a belt? Okay, Elizabeth, which one is a belt?
21.
21, correct. So all of these are accessories, okay? That is the pronunciation, accessories. The stress syllables goes right here, accessories. Okay, so we have belt, 21. Now, let's see, Kevin Cruz, what about cap?
25.
25, correct. This is a cap, okay? Great job. Now, Maria Llagos, what about hat? Maria? Juan Cedeño, what about a hat?
27.
27.
27, correct. Sandra Santin, leggings.
26.
Okay, 20. Yes, right here it's 27. I'm sorry. 26, correct. Thank you very much, Sandra. Let's continue with gloves. Kenya,
Núñez.
who is your?
Núñez.
Okay, Brian, George Núñez, right?
Sí,
Okay.
sería 23.
23, correct. Those are globes, okay? Great job, George. Thank you very much. Remember, George, if you want to participate, you have right here the option más. You have reconocer gestos más, no, reacciones. And right here,
Okay.
you can raise your hand, okay?
Okay.
Now, let's see the next one. I'm going to start in the top once again. Scarlett Takuri, which one is scarf?
24.
24, correct. Scarf, remember. Then Gianna, what about socks?
28.
28, amazing, well done. Let's continue. Jael Vera, tie.
22.
Tie, 22, correct. And finally, we have, let's see, Sandra Santin, tights. Sandra, you there? Okay. We know that
Yes, teacher.
Okay. You're gonna go with the next one, okay? Okay, you're gonna go, this is tricky, okay? This, believe me, I know that sometimes this is a really hard word to pronounce it, right? It has a really tricky pronunciation, but this is the pronunciation. It's jewelry, okay? Let's go to Google, our good friend Google, and let's go to the translator. Remember, whenever you don't know how to or how to pronounce a word, just go to Google because it's really helpful. So you just put it right here and in the microphone, you are, well, no, I'm sorry, right here in the speaker.
Jewelry.
Jewelry. And you know, right here, you also have learn how to pronounce it, right? And right here, you have jewelry. And you can even make it slower. You can play right here, just in the lips.
Jewelry.
Jewelry, right? I know it's difficult, but if you practice enough, believe me that you are gonna be able to get it.
Jewelry.
Jewelry, okay? So let's go with jewelry. I think that the activity it's already closed, okay? So in this case, look, we have this one, it's bracelet, right? A bracelet. We have earrings, 29. In this case, we have a necklace, right? If you don't know how to pronounce it, remember that you can always go with how to pronounce necklace, or you look, there you have it. Necklace. If you go with the slow bottom,
Necklace.
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 Okay, so jewelry and necklace. And finally, you have ring. Okay. Now, guys, we are going to stop right there. There is no homework. Besides, the only thing that you have to do for until today at 10 p.m. it's the video in Flipgrid, ¿verdad? La actividad de hoy, la exposición, queda cancelada. Los que les había puesto nota queda eliminada. Como les digo, yo no estoy aquí para ver a quién dejo y lo vuelvo a ver en el mismo nivel el próximo corte. No, ¿verdad? Veo que había sido el error de muchos. Para no perjudicarlos, vamos a hacerlo de esa manera, ¿ok? So, you guys are going to click right here, and this is going to take you to Flipgrid. You need to upload the video until today at 10 p.m. That is the only activity that you need to do. You don't need to do anything from the Moodle. Don't do any activity. Tomorrow, we are going to keep working on Unit 1C. Okay? Questions?
Tengo una pregunta.
Yes.
Con lo de la actividad esta que teníamos hoy día de lo de la diapositiva, el trabajo en pareja, ¿ya no se va a revisar?
No, queda eliminado y en lugar de eso se va a hacer el de flip, ¿ok?
Okay.
Okay. Okay, let me know if any of these students are right here, okay? Isabel Almeida.
Present.
Okay, thank you, Isabel. Judith Avilés.
Present.
Thank you, Judith. Elías Castillo.
Present, teacher.
Thank you, Elías. Paulette Castillo. Nancy, I know that she's right here too. Álvaro Lara. Dayana Moreno. George Núñez.
Present.
Thank you, George. Axel Quito. Byron Reyes. Byron, he was here before. Ricardo Sobrevilla.
Here.
Thank you, Ricardo. Okay, I do have a hand. Yael, you have a question?
No, miss.
No? Ah, okay. I saw your hand, so I assume that you had a question. Okay, guys, so that will be it. I'm gonna say goodbye right now. Before I say goodbye, any question, any comment, anything that you may want to tell me?
Me hizo una consulta.
Yes.
Sobre el video que hay que subir, ¿hablamos todo lo del que está en el contenido o cada quien habla su parte.
¿A qué te
Es que
refieres?
como es en pareja,
No anymore, ya no es en pareja. Y lo voy a escribir para que no quede ningún tema, pero ya lo dije, ya lo preguntó una compañera tuya y dije es
no,
individual.
sí, sí, individual, pero que, o sea, de la parte que ya está hecha, digo,
No, la parte que ya está hecha, ténganla ahí. O sea, ya no vamos a hacer ese trabajo porque
hacemos otro entonces.
así es, porque
Ah, ya.
la tendencia, si estoy recibiendo, fueron 5 grupos. De los 5 grupos, 4 hicieron una descripción biográfica que yo no había pedido. Lo más probable, no lo digo con seguridad, sino que la estadística lo dice, es que el resto iba a ser lo mismo. Entonces, para no perjudicarlos, me voy por mejor esta opción, ¿ok?
Entonces lo que hicimos, lo volvemos a hacer, pero con otro personaje, pero ya individual.
Sí, puedes, si por ejemplo hicieron lo de Lionel Messi, ¿verdad? Puedes quedarte con Lionel Messi y lo haces individual, pero por favor, describan su apariencia, qué está usando. Sí, me pueden decir quién es Messi, no necesitan decirme, creo que todo el mundo sabe que es el mejor jugador de todos los tiempos, que es argentino, pero si quieren mencionarlo como para ganar tiempo, sí, pero no se me pongan a mencionar quién es la esposa, cuándo tuvo su primer hijo, cuándo ganó el Balón de Oro, que por qué la rivalidad con Cristiano Ronaldo, cuántos goles metió, que juega con Campana. No, sino a lo que va, ¿ok? Any other questions?
Sí, Miss, el video, al momento de dar lo que es la descripción, en este caso, tanto como la parte artística y la descripción física del personaje, nos grabamos y lo subimos ¿a qué parte?
No necesitan subirlo. En la misma plataforma se puede subir. Tú vas a ver algo así, ¿verdad? Vas a ingresar y vas a ver algo así y tienes la opción grabar. Voy a ponerlo, pero no me van a escuchar porque cuando yo lo hago así, el micrófono se traspasa a esto, pero van a ver algo así. Right there, ¿verdad? No me van a escuchar. ¿Me escuchan ahí?
Sí, me hizo una pregunta.
Ajá,
O sea,
permíteme un ratito, dame un segundito. Entonces, ahí simplemente lo graban de esa manera, lo cuelgan, por así decirlo, no necesitan subir nada adicional, sino que la misma plataforma les permite grabar el video, no necesitan escribir descripción, como vieron era opcional, y ya está. ¿Okay? Lo que sí les pido es que cuando ustedes ingresen les va a pedir que se registren con un email, ¿verdad? Háganlo, por lo general puede ser con su Gmail. Y al momento de ponerse el nombre, por favor, pónganse su nombre. María de los Ángeles Parra, Andrea Rodríguez, Nancy Cruz, Sandra Santín. Nada de muñequita bonita, Goku, Kakaroto. No, su primer nombre y su primer apellido. Necesito saber quiénes son. Algunos no los conozco muy bien, por lo que si me ponen algún nickname, algún seudónimo, no los voy a identificar, ¿sí? Tenía una pregunta.
sí, me dio.
Sí.
Entonces, solo nos grabamos diciendo, o sea, diciendo la información que ya teníamos, no hay que, o sea, no se puede compartir la diapositiva ni nada, solo decimos y ya.
Sí,
Ya,
exacto. No es nada de diapositiva, nada de eso.
ya, gracias.
Ok.
Otra pregunta, ese video es para hoy, ¿verdad? La actividad es para hoy.
Aquí está. Deadline Saturday, October 28, 10 p.m.
Teacher, ¿y cómo lo subo al personaje? Ahí mismo hay para poderlo subir.
Sí hay. En caso
Ya.
de que no lo haya, no se complique. Simplemente ustedes ven una foto y esa foto la describen. Si a la final les da mucho problema subir una imagen, no se compliquen. Que no, ahorita no les voy a testear cómo manejan las TIC, las tecnologías, sino lo que quiero saber es cómo están pronunciando, ¿ya?
Thank you, teacher.
Ok. Ok, any other question? Ya mejor me quedo sin luz.
Sí, Miss, por favor, cuando pueda, nos ayuda con el link del video para para ponernos al día los que no pudimos.
Sí,
hacer la
acuérdense
conferencia.
que cuando yo cierro aquí, recién se tiene que convertir,
Ah.
toma como unos 25 minutos, ahí cuando ya esté, si no me quedo sin internet y sin luz, espero que no, lo hago apenas lo tenga, ¿ya?
Sí, por favor, gracias.
Ok.
Miss, perdón.
Thank you very much for coming, and let's hope that tomorrow we have more luck in terms of the power. Okay, so thank you very much. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, teacher.
Goodbye. Bye. Thank you.
Bye, Miss.
Bye. Thank you, guys.
Pardon, teacher.
Bye. Have a great Saturday.